So welcome in the first step of starting your information product business. So in this first step, we will discuss this most important thing, that you cannot sell to everybody. That's right. Hindi pwede na ang buong mundo customer mo, na everybody is your customer. So if everybody is your customer, so you cannot sell. So it's very hard to sell. So that's why the first step is finding your niche or finding your ideal customer. So after we find our ideal customer, your ideal customer, the next step will be to do a market research. So ba't kailangan natin ng market research? We need a market research because we need to validate if people will gonna buy your product. Kasi ganito ang nangyayari. Many people started a business and then they created a product first and they hope and pray that people will gonna buy their product. So ganun karamihan ang nag-i-start ng negosyo. But for you to save time, money, and effort, what you need to do is find your customer first, know your ideal customer first, and then do a market research to know if people will gonna buy your product. Your product or your idea is going to solve your customer's problem. So I prepared a video for you to watch yung how to find your profitable niche. But before that, I got a special bonus for you. Meron akong bonus sa'yo. Below this video, the description below this video, there's an ebook for you to read, or kung gusto mo naman, pwede mong pakinggan. Ito yung aking niche selection blueprint. In that ebook, marami kang matututunan how to find or how to select your niche and how to do market research. So it's very important that you read that so you will learn more. So here's the video. Don't sell to everybody. We're going to talk about what is a niche, why do niches flop, and how to spot a profitable niche. So what is a niche? At ano ang kahalagaan ng niche if you're going to start a business? So a niche is anything that people are passionate about. So to put it simply, it's a topic that people are interested in. So anything can be a niche. Tree planting can be a niche. Piggery can be a niche. So I'm going to do an exercise about niches later on. So why do you need to find a niche if you want to start a business? If you discover or find your niche, then you know your customer. If you know your customer, you know their hopes, dreams, aspirations, and you know their problems. Now, if you know those and learn more about it, then you can create a product that they need. So if they need it, then for sure, they will buy your product. So let's do an exercise about niches. So weight loss is a niche. So this is a popular niche, weight loss, kasi maraming tao gustong pumayat at naghahanap ng solution to lose weight. So weight loss is an example of a niche. Stock market is a niche kasi maraming gustong pumasok sa stock market and earn income from it. So it's an example of a niche. Real estate is a niche. So there are many people who wanted to buy a property to create income. Many people who want to buy a property for personal use. So it's an example of a niche. Do not fear competition. The pie is big enough for everyone to have a slice. Look for niches that's highly competitive because that's where money is made. So yung mga niches na binigay kong example, napaka-popular and napaka-competitive na mga niches na to. So you might be thinking, paano pa ako kikita ng pera dito? Marami akong kalaban. So that's a good question. So that's why you need to have a strategy in place. So the problem with those niches, they are too broad. So if they're too broad, so napakalawak nito. So napakadami mong customer dito. Napakadami mong customer na pwedeng iserve dito. And if you're targeting a broad customer, it's more than likely hindi ka makakabenta. So you need to have a strategy. So you need to be specific with your niche. So what do I mean by that? So you need to niche down. You need to niche down so you will find a specific customer for your product and service. So let's do an exercise about it. So for example, you're going to enter in the weight loss niche. So sa weight loss, napakalaki niya, napakadaming customer na pwede mong iserve. But by doing this exercise, if you niche down, you're only going to serve people who wanted to lose weight through Zumba exercise. So, tinatarget mo lang yung mga customer na who wanted to exercise is specifically doing Zumba exercise. So, another example is low-calorie diet. Marami naman kasing gustong or interesadong pumayat pero ayaw naman nilang mag-exercise. So, you're gonna offer them a low-calorie diet. So, they just diet without the need of exercising. So, another example is juicing. So, sa mga tao naman na ayaw mag-diet, you can offer juicing o yung tinatawag na detox to lose weight. So, another example is if you're going to enter the real estate niche. So, again, napakalaki ng real estate and you can serve many customers in this niche. You can only target people who are interested with buying condos and renting it out. Or you can only target people who are interested with foreclosed properties o yung mga properties na narimata na o na take over na ng bangko at hindi na makabayad yung mga previous owners. Or you can only target first-time home buyers o yung mga tao na bibili pa lang ng kanilang first property. This is another strategy that you can use, is to drill down your niche. So by drilling down your niche, you're gonna find a ultra-specific customer for your business. So I'll give you an example. Say for example, you enter or decided to enter the real estate niche and you're only going to target people who are interested in condo rentals. So in condo rentals, medyo broad pa rin siya. So to be ultra-specific, you're only targeting people who are renting out their condos for students. So in that way, you drill down your niche and you find a ultra-specific customer for your business. So another example of drilling down is, say for example, you enter the weight loss niche. So you're only targeting people who wanted to exercise, but specifically through Zumba exercise. So if you want to be ultra-specific, you're only targeting busy moms who wanted to lose weight through Zumba. So why do niches flop? So it's better to be aware why do niches flop so you can stay away from these niches. So number one, niches flop because there's no demand. So if there's no demand in that niche, so you should be staying away from that niche because people are not interested and they're not passionate about that niche. So that's why there's no demand. People have no interest in that niche. And number two, no buyer intent. Yung mga tao, hindi sila interesado, they don't want to learn more or they don't want to know more to help them in their buying intention. So if that's the case, then you should be staying away from that niche because there's no money to be made in that niche. Kasi kung ang mga tao hindi sila naghahanap ng information, hindi sila nagse-search sa Google to help them, to get them an idea of what is the niche or what is the product, then that means there's no buyer intention. So people are not willing to spend money on that niche. So you should be staying away from that kind of niche. So number three, niche is seasonal. So if you want to start a business, you want to earn income every month. And if you're only earning income, say, like once or twice a year, then it's no good. So that's why you should be staying away from niches that are seasonal. So in this example, say the Halloween niche. So the Halloween niche, may activity lang ito between late October to November. In other country, they celebrate Halloween October the 31st. So after that, yung niche mo, wala nang activity. So that means you will not earn money after that. So that's why you should be staying away from niches na seasonal because you want consistent income all year around. So if you're thinking like getting into this kind of niche, like seasonal niches, so make sure you are monetizing other niches too. So it's a backup for the niche that you selected na seasonal. Number 4, niche is dead. So this particular niche, this kind of niche is prevalent o marami nito in the technology space. So I'll give you an example, VHS. So people before, medyo matagal na, they record movies using VHS recorder and they play movies or watch movies in their home using a VHS player. Now, if you talk about VHS today, wala nang interesado sa VHS. Other than if you're a collector, but I doubt it na marami magko-collect ng VHS. So, if you choose VHS, just an example, as a niche, then walang interesado dito. So, this is dead. So, might as well stay away from this kind of niche. And another example is an iPhone. If you're talking about iPhone 4, pero meron ng iPhone 12. So, what's the point of talking about iPhone 4? Outdated na yon. So, you should be talking about updated products, not outdated o patay na yung niche na yon. So, how to spot a profitable niche? So, this is very important. So, you know the factors that makes a niche profitable. So, if it's profitable, then you should be entering this kind of niches. So, number 1 is pain. So, if the niche that you selected got emotion or there's passion in there, so there's also pain. So, people want to solve their problems. So, people want to alleviate their pain. So, the niche that you should be selecting, there should be emotion in there. So, for example, a person who got diabetes. So, that person is willing to spend money to have his blood sugar levels under control. So, that's an example of pain na dun sa niche na yon, people are willing to spend to alleviate, to eradicate that pain. So, if you're going to select a niche, then that niche should have emotion. People are motivated by pain, and people want to solve their problem in that niche. And another factor is fear. This is another factor why people buy products, because of fear. I'll give you an example. So many women sign up for self-defense classes and buy pepper spray for fear that someone might assault them or do worse. If there's a fear in that niche, so you should select that niche because there's money to be made in that niche. And the last one is passion. So people buy based on emotion. So people buy because of interest. People buy because of passion. So make sure yung niche na napili mo, there's a emotion in it. So there should be pain. There should be problems that can be solved in that niche. So there should be pain. And also there should be fear. So emotion din yun. And the last thing, passion. So people should be passionate about it. So an example is, if a person is interested or passionate in boxing and his punches are weak, so it will be a problem for him. So he'll pay a coach or probably information to learn how to fight better and hit harder.